So you're thinking about moving to the Las Vegas, Nevada area, and you've heard that all of a sudden the market is starting to go up. Well, in this video, we're going to do a little bit of the behind the scenes and let you into one of our team meetings where we look at the stats of April in regards to what has happened here in the Las Vegas, Nevada area. So with that being said, guys, as we always like to say, let the show begin because we're getting after it right now. If this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything there is to know in regards to moving, purchasing, selling homes here in the Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas, Nevada area, then make sure you subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so that you can be updated in regards to when we release new videos. And as we always like to say, see how we can bring more value to you in regards to what your real estate needs may be. With that, today we are looking at the stats here in the Las Vegas, Nevada area. We're going to be basically led through this one with our team administrator, Leslie Huntington. She's absolutely phenomenal. Been in the business now for about 27 years here in the Las Vegas, Nevada area. And we'll have some of our team members on a Zoom going over these great stats. Guys, my name is LeVert Pompey Benefield, and I'm a team leader here in the Las Vegas, Nevada area. And we help people just like you every single day. It doesn't matter if you're looking to move here in 9 days, if you're looking to move here in 90 days. You'll see that our team, the group that you'll see here on this group chat, we have your back. Whenever you're ready to go, just let us know. We want to make sure that you're going to be armed with great information and not armed with that fear. Alain and I said before, we did a little video jokingly about how people title some of their videos in regards to getting those clicks on there, all those kind of great things. Today, we're just looking at the stats of what happened in April, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So with that, let's jump into the stats of April 2023. Okay, guys, so we're going to take us through these are going to be our April stats. And I think this will be nice and interesting, especially after the sort of consistent months we've had to see some cool changes in this month. So let's take us through that and let's just discuss the stats, the MLS, the multiple listing stats here for the Las Vegas area, Henderson area as well.
Okay, for April, there were 1962 units sold. That is down from March of this year, almost 17%, and down from April of 22, almost 35%. However, the interesting note is that the median price is up to $430. Not a huge, jump. We don't need to all run down the street waving, flags and stuff. It's not a huge jump. It's not really a jump. So 1.2% increase in the median sales price from over March, but still down almost 10% year over year. But interesting.
And that's good. And this is the first time we've seen this increase because, like we were saying, we've had that 425,000 as our median price here in the Las Vegas area since what, November?
November
area. And now we've jumped up. So this definitely lets us know all those people out there that are like jumping on the sort of negative bandwagon of we can't wait till the market goes down and we crash and everything. And this is temporary because this market will change from week to week. But as of right now, we are seeing that we've gone up at least $5,000 in price, but we've maintained that 425,000 over the last 4 or 5 months. So this is a nice area or a nice jump for us in a sense.
Yeah, and 1 month does not a trend make.
Correct.
You want a good quarter to see serious real trends. The other thing that is interesting is the number of new listings taken was 2451 in April, down from March about 4% and down year over year, 33%. So last year, the anomaly year, everybody was putting their house on the market because they knew that they could get over market value. We're not there.
Right.
And that's why I called that an anomaly. That was truly a weird anomaly for the year. The other thing that I found interesting, and I'm not going to go in order of this, sorry, was the effective months of availability at 1.9 right here. Meaning Las Vegas historically had a normal market here has been about 4 months of availability. So we're down quite a bit from that. Other markets will be different, and they are different. But the market here in Las Vegas has consistently been, you have a 4-month load of inventory, then you're in a normal market. So we're not really in a normal market. The other thing that I thought interesting as well is that 53.6% of new listings taken are selling in the first 30 days. So if you have a listing and you price it right, it will sell.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
The other interesting numbers are here. We have, excluding offers, 3737 available units, 3,700 available units for April. That's down 10% from March and up 53% year over year. So some interesting kind of wonky figures. What it tells me is that even if we listed double the amount of listings that we took in April, we would still churn through most of them.
Yeah.
So we, contrary to what people are saying, oh, there's no buyers out there. There's buyers out there. However, I think they're being a little bit more selective. They're wanting to make sure that they're getting the home that they want. They may be sacrificing and being at an entree level instead of maybe their long-term spend 20 years in a home thing, just to be able to get in the marketplace.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
And what's interesting on that stat down there when it says the time on market for the units sold, even though we're looking in that April 2023 column there, that days on market, those days on market, 0 to 30 days, 31 to 60, 61 to 90. In the first 90 days, that's still what, 60, 70, almost 80% of properties in today's market will be sold in 90 days. 80%. That's a huge number. Now, it's quite low. It's much lower than, of course, April 2022, when 87% was sold in the first 30 days. However, we definitely bumped up from last month's number, like you said, because last month was 49.6% we got sold in the first 30 days. But now we're getting 53.6% sold in the first 30 days, as well as an increase, small increase, but as well as an increase happening in the market. We are still selling now more people. More people are selling properties. We're starting to slowly inch up. So again, we are not seeing that fall of the real estate market. We're not seeing a flood of foreclosures. We're not seeing a flood of anything like that right now. We're seeing people get out there. We're starting to see multiple offers. We're starting to see new builders that are out there not giving incentives. And most of this doesn't even talk about new builders. I mean,
yeah, it doesn't talk about it at all.
Yeah, these stats that we're looking at doesn't even include what's happening there for them. So these new builders, especially if they're over like that 500,000 price point, they're being much more tight in regards to any, if at all, incentives they're willing to give. Maybe below 500, we're still getting a little bit of flexibility and a little bit of work from some of those new builders, but still a great time for buyers to be out there. But for those folks that think our market is falling and, you know, interest rates stopping people from moving forward and all that kind of good stuff, it's not the interest rates. This inventory thing is going to be huge. I mean, 1.9% worth of inventory. It's a very low amount of homes on the market.
Well, I think what it shows people, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have yeah, after this, I just wanted to kind of share with you guys like what history tells us about today's market. When you look at the historically, I mean, I have a graph here. It's like it's shocking to know that the interest rates were above like 10% in the 70s, and people were still buying, and the actual median payment, you know, for the mortgage was higher than what, you know, normally what you would see even today. So I'm talking about in 73, the estimated monthly payments were $2,357, right?
In 73, there was a $2,000 monthly payment on what kind of house though?
Yeah, well,
Very
the
expensive
houses,
house.
but the interest rates, we're talking about interest rates that were like almost closer to 15%.
Okay, so the interest rates were higher, and yet the price of the house was a little lower. So I get what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yes, 100%. The value
Right.
of the homes though was much
Today,
lower.
right. And then today's market, we're talking about the 2023, it's 2,118. I mean, that's across that's
That's
just what we're saying in terms of an
still a good number.
average, right?
Yep.
But and that's based upon the 20% down payment, right?
Yeah.
But it's just it's not like it's like we're out of whack here, when it
Right.
comes
Not
to
at
this
all.
interest
Oh, I
rate.
don't think so. And I think if you are a seller in the Las Vegas market, you're still going to get a good market value for your home. You've got, a little bit of a lesser competition with buyers.
Yeah.
You have, if you think you lost money, um, our average sales price, or I'm sorry, the median sales price of those units sold was 430. We're not far off the mark at all whatsoever, or are we off the mark? I would say no. If you're a seller and you need to sell, you're gonna get market value.
Right.
You may have to or not. You may consider giving incentives to a buyer, especially if you've hung out there a little bit longer than, the 30 days that this is, giving 50% of the properties. But I think I know that you still have a great opportunity to get your home sold and get, pretty darn close to the number, if not the number that you want, that the
Yeah.
market will bear.
Mhm. Yeah, our last listing that we just put on a couple of days, I mean, that one like went immediately with multiple people looking at it, multiple people willing to write offers. So yeah, sellers out there with a decent home, good location, all those kind of great things are going to get a great price. Sellers in a fantastic neighborhood with fantastic upgrades and everything else could be looking at those multiple offers. So it's just about pricing it correctly, really understanding each of those markets, each market that we're in, be it in the Summerlin area, be it in Henderson area, be it in the Willows, be it in Mountain's Edge, be it in Seven Hills, whatever it may be, we got to understand each of those separate markets. But it's still a very strong time right now because, again, we're seeing that small increase. We're seeing the numbers increase as far as days on market and as far as how many we're selling during that time. And I strongly believe that people are now buying into the current interest rates. Before, a few months ago, yes, it was about, the rates are high, the rates are doubled and everything else. I think people are now understanding our rates are going to sort of kind of be where they are right now. And now it's time to get out there and take advantage of what we can get out there for folks. So anyway, good stuff.
It's the new norm.
It is the new norm. It is 100% the new norm. Anything else you want to share in this, Les, before we move on to the next thing?
Not of this. I think I'm pretty much good with this. Do you want to
Okay.
stop recording, or do you want to?
Nope. I think what we'll do at this point is just let folks know that we'll start popping these out there. We're not going to necessarily say when they come out, but we'll start looking at these numbers a little bit more because we know people want to understand these numbers and really understand the truth versus sort of kind of like Ala and I did the other day, sort of kind of some of our negative spin YouTube marketing that some people are throwing out there. We want to look at the factual information and let people make their decisions and help people make their decisions. So if you guys need anything, of course, reach out, but we will see you guys in our next video.